Howdy folks, just hiking along here at Jasper National Park. A beautiful meadow here on a sort of jeep trail here, just doing a little wander, late evening. So in this video then I just wanted to make a little addendum to my shadow work video and add a few other thoughts. So shadow work, just to kind of recap, it's very important work along the spiritual path and the journey of self-growth and self-evolution. And it is, basically, as it implies, about getting down into aspects of yourself that you're unconscious of, aspects of your being that are motivating you, that are driving your decisions and feelings about the world and how you relate with others and how you feel about yourself, that you're unaware of, because it's things that got ingrained in you when you were a child, and maybe even past lives, judgments about reality, about the way the world works, about the kinds of experiences you think you're going to have or deserve to have, because of these subconscious imprints that are within us and that we are unaware of. And so shadow work is about, dredging up this stuff in order to bring it to light and resolve it and shift our beliefs in the process. Really, there's you can do all sorts of positive affirmation and changing your thoughts and your beliefs on a conscious level, and aromatherapy and Reiki, etc. I mean, I'm all for all this stuff. But if you're only getting to the surface level of your consciousness, then you're not changing what really needs to be changed in most people, which is getting down into that subconscious. And that's why it's called shadow work, because the subconscious is hidden from us for the most part, and we're not aware of what's really going on in there. So what I wanted to add on to this is that really what it is about accessing our full potential as human beings, as souls, as individual spirits, with great potential. And as long as those aspects of ourselves remain in shadow and are hidden from us, then that part of us is not accessible to us. And these are, pardon me, I'm dealing with a mosquito. And these parts are integral aspects of our being, which we have basically forsaken because, there are experiences, memories, etc. that are wrapped up in, difficult and challenging emotions and beliefs that, for whatever reason, we just blocked out and decided, I'm just going to have to get along without this part of myself because it's too difficult to deal with. And so we just kind of separated from that part of ourself, stuffed it down into our subconscious and continued on with our life. And in so doing, continued on in a state of lack of wholeness, without true internal unity of embracing and being empowered by the fullness of who we are. So shadow work is really about coming into our full potential, being able to operate from a deeper place of consciousness. People talk a lot about, raising the vibration and going higher, which I am all for also. But we also need to go deeper. And oftentimes going higher is a method of coming out of the self and going into a shallower state of consciousness, of retreating from this difficult stuff and trying to, ascend out of it instead of ascend with it. And you can't access your full potential, you can't be in your true power without the full depths of your being. So shadow work is really about reclaiming lost parts of ourselves and integrating them into our being so that we are coming into full oneness. So the most important element to keep in mind when it comes to shadow work is that of dropping the defenses, being willing to see parts of yourself that you're unaware of, that you might not like, that might look ugly to you, be unbecoming, just being wide open to acknowledging less than perfect aspects of yourselves, and just having an open mind to it, and being like, you know, we all have this, we're all imperfect, we all have made mistakes in life and made the choice that was less appealing, that caused the greater pain, and we all have our deficiencies and issues of self-worth and judgments about reality that are inaccurate and that limit our being. And just, you know, sit with that and be okay with it and be like, okay, I'm going to allow this to come forth. You know, go throughout my life with an open mind, willing to see how I actually interact with other people, and, you know, how I approach reality, what I'm afraid of that may be unreasonable, and, you know, become more aware of it. So that's really what it's about, is just becoming more aware of your life, how you're approaching life, the decisions that you're making and why you're making them, and as a result, coming into greater awareness, greater consciousness within yourself. So there you go, just a few thoughts on shadow work, and I'll get a quick pan of the scenery, the sun going down there behind the trees. Awesome wildflowers. Pretty cool. All right, take care, everybody. Namaste.